Hello world, from my home to yours, I welcome you all to this video in which I'll be unpacking, unboxing, unloading the NVIDIA Jetson Nano 2GB developer kit. In this video, I will introduce you all part by part to this development kit which gives a plethora of freedom to AI newbies and aspirants to create projects using the GPU accelerated NVIDIA software stack. So, join me in knowing this wonderful piece of hardware more closely. Welcome people to this unboxing session in which we're gonna unravel the mystery behind Jetson Nano 2GB developer kit. We're gonna go through this developer kit part by part and I will make you understand which connector is being used for which purpose. Alright, so let's get started. But before unraveling what is inside this box, I want to give you a basic information. Basically, in the market, this dev kit comes in two versions. One version offers A02.11 AC wireless adapter with extension cable, and this version which I have do not offer 802.11 AC wireless adapter with extension cable. Basically, this adapter allows your Jetson Nano to connect to Wi-Fi. Therefore, before buying this kit, do make sure that whether it consists of the adapter or not. And if you rely upon Ethernet connection, then you no need of this wireless adapter. But if you are looking for some mobile application for building a robot, you may require this wireless adapter. Alright, so let me now open this box very cautiously because a wonderful piece of hardware is there inside it. Okay. Now, what we have here is a Jetson module on a reference carrier board. So in this box, along with this Jetson Nano dev kit, I have a quick start guide from NVIDIA, which is filled with basic information about various connectors and how to insert the memory card inside this Jetson Nano dev kit. Alright, let me put it back. Now, let's start the review about the various connector available. Alright, on this carrier board. This is nothing but a Type-C power connector for 5 volt 3 ampere power supply. If your phone uses a USB-C power supply, there is a chance that it is enough to power this dev kit. And if you own a Raspberry Pi 4, so there is a chance you can even use that power supply in order to turn on this board. Alright, just like here, I have this power supply which I can use it in order to power on this board. Okay, basically I got it from Raspberry Pi board which I bought a few months earlier. Alright, now let me move to the next connector, which is nothing but a HDMI connector. Basically, you can use this board to connect this board to a display. So if you do not want to run headless, this is the best option. Now this part is nothing but a USB 3.0 type A connector, USB 2.0 type A connector. This is USB type A connector, but it's 3.0. This is 2.0. If you want to connect, or if you have wired mouse and wired keyboard, you can connect to this board. Alright, now what we have here is RJ45 board. Basically, it's helpful for those people who want to use this board with an Ethernet connection. Just plug the cable here and you will be able to connect to the internet in no time. Now what we have here is a micro USB 2.0 connector. Okay, basically if you want to run this board on a headless mode, this is the port which will be handy for you to use for that purpose. Now let me bring this board more nearer to the camera. Here you can see something written, it says DS1. This is nothing but a power LED. It will glow when the dev kit is powered on. And if it is not powered on, you can think that something is wrong. Alright, from this, let me move to this section which consists of 40 pin header, which include power pins, plus 5 4, plus 3v3, with nothing but 3.3 volt, and an interface, signal pins such as I2C, SPI, UART, GPIO. So it consists, all these 40 pins consist of those signal pins. Now from this, let me move to this part. Okay, right here, yeah, this one, which is called as SODIMM connector. Now SODIMM stands for small outline dual inline memory module, which is nothing but a computer memory built using integrated circuits. Yes, this part, SODIMM connector. Alright, they're generally used in those systems which have limited space, like small footprint PCs. Now from this SODIMM connector, let me move to this part. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see this, but inside here there is a memory card slot which follows a push-push mechanism. That means push to first lock the card in and push again to release the card. Alright, yeah, yes, this push-push mechanism. Now after that, there's button headers. Yeah, there are 12 button headers which include the connection for power LEDs. Yeah, I think you can see the word LED. Now from that, we will move to camera connectors for MIPICS2 camera. Now you all must be wondering, what is MIPICS2? Actually stand for Mobile Industry Processor Interface Alliance. CSI stand for Camera Serial Interface. So you can use this connector for connecting your camera for computer vision application, or if you are building a robot and if you want to provide vision to that robot, this port can come in handy. It can work with the Raspberry Pi camera module V2, NOR V2 module, or any Raspberry Pi high quality camera. For example, I have this Raspberry Pi camera with me. So this can also work with this dev kit. Alright. So people, with this explanation about the camera connector, we come to the end of this hardware showcase video. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and share the same video to many of your friends, to your uncle, aunties, your boyfriend, your girlfriends, your neighbors, and show them the power of this Jetson Nano NVIDIA Developer Kit.